The actual approach path wasn't too bad, but a bit too high for my liking. Hey guys, and welcome back to FSX FS Passengers. So in this episode I'll be flying from Swansea where we left off last time, and I'm making my way down to Plymouth. So it's flying over the water once again, flying over Cornwall and making our way down to Plymouth. Flight will be a bit rocky here and there because, well, if you have a look at the active sky wind speeds, now at, here you go, 19s, 35s, 38s, like this is going to be a proper turbulent flight, this one, so we've got to be prepared for that. But other than that, let's sort out the passengers and let's make our way out. So 2 people on board. Welcome Tim Maybury and Zatia Abrams. Fuel wise, about 45% will do. I mean, we only use about 3% on an actual flight, but 45 is good enough for us. And destination, we are going to Plymouth. That is Echo Golf Hotel Delta. Echo Golf Hotel Delta. And Active Sky says we'll be flying for about 17 minutes, add another 15. Plymouth only ever use runway 31, so going a long way around. About 40 minutes this one's going to take, basically. Adding it all up. So set destination set. Load immediately.
Engine
set the usual
check
60,
flight control,
80,
check handset,
100.
Check thrust.
Start flights. And let's get everything else prepared. So, lights on. Altitude, I believe we're going 6,500. Yes, we are. So set that up, 6,500. Whoops, a bit too much. Set altitude hold to 1,000. Flaps down. And I guess we'll sort out the other stuff. So, autopilot. Not autopilot, air traffic control and GPS. So put that in the corner. If I remember correctly, there's no like actual air traffic control in this airport. It's just the manual talk to the other aircraft. So I will announce takeoff. Right, we're heading to the south. So no, 10 to the east. We want 27027 runway 28 will do us. And we are departing to the south. I should have announced taxi actually. Oh, parking brake off, throttle up. Sorry, let me announce taxi. That's what I should have done. So yeah, actually seatbelt sign on, can't forget that. Lights are on, flaps down. Let's make it down to the runway. One thing I do like about these like non-air traffic control airports, I guess, is you don't have to like follow their taxiway routes to the runway. So you just like tell the other aircraft you're taxiing down to the runway, no like route you're meant to take, you just get down there as quick as you can and off you go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use the rudder in this lock because we're definitely getting blown around on the taxiways. That looks like a dead end head on, so we're going to go left. So we're going to be on the runway, so once we're on there, then we can announce the departure to the south. I should have accented a bit too early there, but oh well, we live and we learn. I'm just going to take the aircraft down to the far end of the runway, so once we get to the end, it'll be quicker to turn around. We want throttle in, so down there fast up. Now we'll announce takeoff to the south, this time as we meant to. Whoops, yeah, the wind is definitely blowing us a bit more than I would have liked. Yeah, not great. Should we get back into the runway? My mistake. Yeah, this rudder, we need to do full rudder basically in this takeoff, I can feel it. Oh well, lower the throttle, slow down, that we can actually do a right turn. This is not a great wind whatsoever. There we go. Flaps are set, lights on, seatbelt signs on, and autopilot's been set up. So we're now going to take off, wait for co-pilot's call outs, and I guess that's it. Keeping the finger on the rudder. Let's go. Rudder is now
V1.
full left, V1. That is full left rudder. I'm not kidding you. This is really struggling to take off.
Rotate.
Rotate. Whoa. Come on, plane. Calm down a bit. Just turn on autopilot, altitude hold, gear up,
Gear up.
let go of the rudder, we are now slightly
V2.
diving there, V2, flaps up, and I think we made that. We're definitely flying sideways here. This is definitely crosswind takeoff that, and looks like we may have a similar issue during landing. I have remembered to turn on wildlife, so you will have the bird going through the window, but yeah. It's going to be a struggle for flights, but we are up. A bit more eventful than I would like, and if we do look at the flight plan, actually that reminds me, we set heading hold, so GPS and heading, navigation even. And yes, we're going to fly over to that bay, do a left turn at Swansea, and then we're set to go. And then there's Swansea in the background. It's definitely a lot more eventful takeoff than I would have liked, putting on full rudder and trying to stay centre runway, which wasn't very successful, but we made it up alive, and that's what really matters. So yeah, we now be flying over the sea, do a left turn, and then head out to Cornwall. Set altimeter and speed.
Altimeter. Speed.
Fair enough, so yeah, we've just passed 2,000 feet, speed-wise 135 knots. There we go, we're now doing our left turn. And that should see us out of the out of Wales. So yeah, we're soon back over empty territory, and then just towards towards Cornwall. Other than that, actually go back to air traffic control. Let me tune into Pembury approach. Press flight following, that's also important. Okay, passengers nervous due to weather condition, that'll be turbulence and rain. So it's like raining. Nice squawk code. And noise radar contact. Oops, there we go. That's turbulence. 2964. Right then, keeping on the airspeed a little bit. We're still climbing, and then once we're up to speed, we'll have a look at some of the AI traffic in the area. There is a few. Whoa, those birds went right through the cockpit. That was a bird strike. Fair enough. Sorry, birds. Wasn't meant to hit you. Right, yeah. We are... Well, bear in mind we can go full throttle without playing my own speeding. I think we should be fine for now. Seatbelt sign will stay on, but let's have some of the AI traffic. So we've got EasyJet 19, Aer Lingus 20, Aer Lingus ATR 72. This will be a Channel Express 737 cargo, probably converted cargo. Then we've got a few Ryanairs. There we go, the merged Ryanairs again as always. There's the other one. Then we've got these two, which are now conjoined, and yeah, it's a mess. 747 British Airways. Who knows, maybe we'll buy one of these in the future of the company one day. 747 Drawyah Airlines would be quite cool. There's a few 757s. We've got Thompson Fly, and the other one will be Thompson Fly. And then finally got a BAE 146 City Jets. Can't read that little writing in the cockpits. Yeah, few AI aircraft in there, but as a whole, nothing beats our Mid-Little Mooney Bravo. Let's wait for the clouds to spawn back in around the aircraft. So we are in a bit of an opening. We can be fortunate about that, but who knows what weather we've got later on in the flights. One thing I will say, however, is in real life, Plymouth Airport is closed. We're flying here in the episode today, but basically in 2012, the airport closed, just like not enough people flying to it and stuff. So it's still used like by Coast Guard and helicopters and that kind of stuff. But normal passenger flights, which I believe Air Southwest used to fly to, they have since been halted, and runways now got the massive X's painted on them. I am using a freeware Plymouth X scenery, which is absolutely amazing. It's got like configs for it and everything. It could pass as a payware. So the guy behind it, if you ever like a little bit poor, do an update for it and stick it as a payware, I guess. But yeah, it's a really good scenery, and basically after the airport closed, there's an update for it. So it's Plymouth X and then Plymouth X 2012, which when it closed, and 2012 as with the X runways, and like as it has abandoned and all that kind of stuff. It's an interesting scenery, but I've just gone for the normal one for now, and maybe on the return journey I'll put like a closed X on the runways and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a really good scenery this, and it's a really good airport. Again, shame it closed down a few years ago. Right, so we are now at altitude. We are at 6,000, yeah, coming up 6,500.
Altimeter.
Airspeed indicator, of course,
Speed.
is now just going to die because this aircraft seems to have major issues with the airspeed indicator. I just cannot understand why. Does that every single time? I just don't know why. It's really annoying now. Whenever I upgrade to like new aircraft, I just hope it sorts itself out. Otherwise, the weather's not too bad, I guess. The wind speed, if I have a look, they did claim to be like. Let's have a look. Conditions, current conditions. 17 knots coming from 291, but a few showers here and there. According to this, wind speed stays around 35, 38. So yeah, 20 to TOC, that's when it really picks up the wind. Which is, well, whereabouts is the next point? TOC. Next one's CVR, so it's on the map. Go back to active sky. Yeah, so we're between these two. The wind should have picked up, but we're a bit fortunate at the moment. We all still have a half an hour from planned arrival, and we'll soon be back over the UK and England, Cornwall area. Yeah, airspeed indicator come back to life. You can hear the engine come back to life as well. And now it's died again because this aircraft has some proper issues with flying in turbulent weather. Maybe it's active sky causing this, maybe it's just the time I'm doing it, because I recently transitioned, as you know, from FS Open Clouds to Active Sky 16, and maybe it's because it's like transitioned at the same time from like summer weather to winter weather, and winter weather in the UK can get pretty bad, but at the same time you just don't really know this system anymore. Sometimes it's good, sometimes bad. Most of the time it's bad. I've never had a good flight with this package installed. Then again, maybe it's because I'm using a light aircraft, it like multiplies the effects of this turbulence, I don't know. But the airspeed indicator is a serious issue, or one day we really want to get sorted in this aircraft. Probably just like to do the wind hitting the pitot tubes, and it's annoying. Oh well, we'll soon be flying over Cornwall. No, it's not. I'm just thinking. I was thinking for a moment, was that Padstow? But the answer to that is no, it's not Padstow. But I have been to like Cornwall places before, so I've been to Dawlish Warren, I've been to Newquay, yes, Dawlish Warren, Newquay, Padstow, and then the place where the Jamie Oliver restaurant is, I'm not too sure what it's called. Padstow Harbour, yes, not Padstow, so I really don't think it is. Padstow Harbour, if you ever have a chance to go to it, just go to it. It's a beautiful, picturesque little harbour town on the coast of England. It's absolutely stunning there. It's picturesque everything, and some really good photos to get out of it. If you have a chance to go to Padstow, take it. It's definitely worth it. There you go, just entered a cloud. Yeah, the turbulence definitely picks up a bit more. Right, so we've got a left turn coming up. The wind is possibly going to get worse in a bit, I'm not too sure. Feels like the wind has kind of died down a bit, but definitely not 18 knots yet, so otherwise we'd definitely be feeling that. Passenger fear to be through the roof. We've been fairly lucky at the moment with the weather. Let's hope it stays that way. I've got a left turn coming up. CVR. Turbulence goes on and off here and there. It's very fidgety at the moment. There we go. Let's have the stops to go for right by turbulence once again. There's many cloud turbulence that's affecting us at the moment. It's not really just a normal kind of wind. The wind kind of just seems to have died out. Oh well, see if anyone else has come up. No, we've got the HC6 Skybus. 25 years of Skybus. There's definitely which is it de Havilland's that makes the HCs? Yeah, de Havilland the HC6. Not sure what I'm going for next, but there's potential. Dash 8's crashed into the fuel box. I got 757s. Oh, he's taking off soon. We'll keep an eye out for him when he's departing. Right, this is where is it? Okay, so yeah, second one. 757 Jet 2s now. Jet 2 757. So they have changed. KLM's 747 we now see. And finally the 737 300 is going to be Channel Express. Okay, let's go for a bit of a flyby, why not? It's nothing that special. Last week I think slightly nicer with the out of the coast, a bit louder and no real weather issues to it. But we are now in the break of the clouds, so any turbulence now will be direct cause of the wind and not too bad, I guess. Oops, spacebar. Yeah, so we are about halfway through the flights, and once we tune into Plymouth, they're going to protest go like around and come back for the runway 31. It's the only runway they ever use at this airport, unless weather conditions like really bad and they ask you to use it, but it's quite rare. A few thunderstorms coming up, it's like, and it's right over Plymouth, I have to say, so this could be a really good landing for us. Oh boy, let's get ourselves prepared for this one, I guess. Yeah, I've still got a bit of flying to go. 24 minutes planned arrival. That looks about right at the moment. Bear in mind, I just passed halfway through the flights. Just make sure all is set up. So airspeed 6,500 on the dots. Airspeed around 170. Yeah, that's all set up. Just the altimeter and speed.
Altimeter, speed.
Yeah, that's all correctly set up. Now in real life it's 20 past 1, it's coming up to 20 past 1, so yeah, it's about a minute and a half out, so 2 minutes out, real time to game. And basically what, I guess one thing I do prefer, which I personally do, so I like flying like real time as opposed to like going to like worlds, time and season, like changing it to like midday all time. I like flying the actual time it is in the real world, makes it a bit more like realistic on my part. If you guys don't like that, I mean, it does limit like when I can actually record it when it's night time. I can't really fly because within like real life in the simulator, my pilot doesn't have enough like hours to fly at night. But yeah, it's something I prefer doing, and I guess I don't really mind it. But if you guys want me to change that like little policy, little how I prefer it, and I guess I can change my own like preferences to match the series. And at the same time, if you go to like WX Control, I can set like historical weather and like match it to whenever it is in real life. But yeah, I just prefer doing it like actual time is on the clock to time is on the simulator. Just adds that little extra bit like realism and happiness to my own parts, I guess. But you guys are in charge. And I have to say, the support you guys have given me over these last few weeks through the channel, basically everything, especially with the just a lot recently. I've had a lot more views, a lot more likes, a few more subscribers as well. I'm definitely grateful for it, guys. Thank you very much. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and really, I'm just glad you guys share this passion with me, the flight simulators, OMSI, all that kind of stuff. It's definitely grateful for it, guys. Thank you very much. And if this is an opportunity that I'm going to take, I'm definitely going to take this one wisely. I really don't want to mess up this YouTube channel. I've put a lot of passion into it, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to work on this one for a lot longer, and no plan of giving up just yet. Daily content, every single day I've been uploading videos since June. Back in May I was like 4 weekly episodes. I made 4 videos back in May, like once a week, Rocket League. Then from June I started doing like daily content, and it's not stopped from there. Throughout the summer holidays I had like content recorded, some of it scheduled, some of it I recorded like once at a time, and as a whole, just yeah, I'm really grateful for it, guys. Thank you very much. If you guys don't see this passion I'm putting into it with daily content and all that kind of stuff, then I guess just thank you for watching. I really don't know what to say. I'm blown away by the amount of support I've got recently. Like honestly, it's more than I expected. So it has started picking up the rain as we come closer to Plymouth. So we'll be keeping wearing us out on that. Airspeed indicator still busted. Whoops, don't open that. Right, so if I tune into ATC, let's see if I can tune into Plymouth, see which runway they'll give us. So on the nearest airport list, from Plymouth, tune Plymouth Tower and request full stop landing. Which runway do they give us? Yeah, make right traffic, runway 31. So yeah, we're going to the left of the airport. It does do make right traffic, but I'm going to do a left traffic instead. It's a bit easier on my part. Fly to the left of the airport, turn around, start to the ILS, and sort out. So whilst we're at it, world map. What's the ILS for this airport? Yeah, runway 3 on the end with an ILS, so it's 109.5, 307. 109.5. Switch that. What was it? 307. Nope, wrong one. I want that. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we'll start nav hold, and once the ILS starts beeping at me, we'll see what goes on there. Yeah, airspeed indicator is not great. Pretty starting to think about descending as well into the storms below. I just really found it. Okay, we'll turn that off until we're at the start of the glide slope, and we'll start our descent to around 2,500 feet. Around 1,000 a minute. And let's lower the throttle. Can't see my airspeed right now, but I've got a feeling because we're descending it's going to start going crazy. Hopefully that boosts into life once again soon, because I really need to know what airspeed is right now when I'm going to land especially. Please? No. There we go. Right, yeah. Lower the throttle a bit more. Thank you, it turned back on now, otherwise I would never known I was like about to overspeed. Keep playing about there, or even slower. Coming to descend, go to the left of the ILS and then let the plane land itself, instrument landing system. Also welcome flaps and motors as well. Over our barren wasteland over Cornwall. Not much in terms of scenery here, I have to say, and none of the auto gens really appeared here either, so it's just going to be quite empty. I mean, there's a few trees and shrubs, but not much. Alright, how are we doing? Do I start a left turn? Raise the throttle a little bit. And yeah, I think we'll do a left turn, head a bit more to the southeast. Let's go about there. Go between the two. And yeah, so we set heading hold, and we can turn that off now once it comes to the ILS. So if I look at the flight plan now, yeah, we just fly out from the runway a bit, head onto the tail of the ILS, do a right turn, and that should be sorted for the rest of the flights. As a whole, it's not been too bad, the flight. The wind hasn't been too serious. It says it's pretty strong, but it hasn't really felt that bad. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, the wind could have been a lot worse, to be honest. We've been quite fortunate with the weather. Bear in mind it's still raining and turbulence still here and there. But actually, think about it, what kind of runway landing it would be. Conditions, we're landing at a runway 306 was the heading. Wind direction come from 293, so it's a slight crosswind. It's not too massive, but there is a slight crosswind there. So I have to be prepared for that one. Airspeed indicator looks like it's here to stay. I'll try not to jinx that, but it's here to stay at the moment, which is always useful for me. Altitude, we are coming past 3,500. About 1,000 more feet to descend. Birds going past the cabin. Yeah, still hit those birds earlier. A bit unusual, but oh well. 15 minutes to land. We are starting our descent. We could have timed that a little bit wrong, I guess. 5 minutes may have not been worth it. Maybe 10 minutes even, but who knows? The weather conditions could slow us down a bit more. We are soon. We've got 500 more feet and we'll be leveling out. It's about another 30 seconds until we're at altitude. Yeah, coming up, do a bit of a right turn a little bit more towards the tail of the ILS soon. Not just yet though. Whoa, that wind is really pushing the aircraft now. Load of throttle even more. That airspeed indicator is not looking good at me at the moment. Jumping up and down, left and right, potentially overspeeding, potentially underspeeding. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This aircraft is not built for this kind of weather. Thunder as well doesn't help either. We are soon going to do our right turn, takes us down the ILS. Airport will be on my right somewhere. Those hills are getting a bit high. I'm actually going to go up to 3,000. Those hills are looking a bit too low. Don't want to really clip them, so I can't tell how high they are thanks to the clouds. A little bit more throttling whilst we climb. That airspeed indicator's just lost all control. I think I'm around 140. That thunder was close. Yeah. Get ready for an exciting landing this one. Just do a slight to your right turn. It's just directly south a bit. And what's I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in once more into the GPS. So yeah, I'm soon going to be at the tail of the ILS. We'll turn on the navigation, approach, hold, whatever it's called. In a moment, the Morse code starts keeping at me. I will then activate it. Yeah, I'm now over a slightly high quality barren wasteland below, and then Plymouth will be just to my right somewhere. A little bit more flighting to go, but we're getting there. And yeah, we'll be right on the tail of the ILS, so once we come around, there you go, pretty strong winds. Yeah, it's definitely be a turbulent landing this one, so we have to focus on the landing for this. It's not more than I normally do, I have to say. Birds, don't crash into the cabin, please. I bet you had I turned on the Wildlife X and like bird strike system, that probably would have cancelled the bird strike, but because this is FS Passengers and had its own separate bird strike like issues and whatever, it's probably better to keep using that one. Right, ILS we're coming up to now. We've got a message continuing on the airspace. Okay, airspace ahead, less than 10 minutes. And yeah, so we're doing the right turn. Let's descend back down to 2,500. Load of throttle, and in a moment I'm also going to load the first flaps. Which will probably happen at the same time as I'm turning towards the ILS. The glide slope even. Right, I'll wait till I'm in line with it and turn itself. Let's go down to 210. lower flaps 1, which also had a bit more drag and slowed the plane down a bit more. Turn on the nav 1, so then I know when the ILS has been connected. There's definitely a bit of a push on there, the wind. One more turn heading towards the glide slope. There we go. Alright, so we'll complete this turn and then we'll turn on the ILS, which should then give us the landing. I'm also ready for landing gear and second flaps once it comes down to it. Here we go. Whoa, that was the final turn push there. May have gone a bit too far there, yes it has. So if I turn on, I let the plane centre itself out because I don't really want to affect it right now too much with the wind and turbulence going through. Yeah, if I now turn on approach hold, hopefully that should have the plane centre itself out. No, it's not. What's it doing? Right, I'll go back to navigation, heading hold. I'll then have the plane on the ILS, and then I'll turn it back on again. But yeah, the wind is definitely pushing the plane around. It's one little issue with the plane's ILS, I guess. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You never know what it's picking. Right, I've turned on approach hold. And we are still turning for some reason. But yeah, this one looks a bit more stable. And yeah, it is right now. Come on, do a right turn. Just show me you're working for once, ILS. I think there's a slight turn going on there. Yep, I'm happy if that's working right now. A bit more speed in the throttle. We are almost stalling here. Slow approach, fair enough, but I probably want a bit of speed to be honest behind this one, especially with the turbulence and landing going on right now. Don't need the GPS anymore. Airplane should be heading take us there. The aircraft should be heading towards the runway. Bit of throttling. Altitude wise, we are coming back to 2,500. I actually want to load to 2,000 to be honest. Uh, 500 feet a minute will do us fine. Oops, that's 500. Keeping on the airspeed. Plane will level out and then we'll do landing gear. And then we should have visibility of the airport. There you go. In the spot view you can just see the airport lights just in the distance. It's gone off screen now. The airport is visible from this view and yes, it's now visible from cockpit. So we'll do landing gear.
Gear down.
ILS should take us right on that course. Red is still a bit low, so once that goes green I will start descending on the glide slope. Clear to land. Close that. There we go. Zoom out once more in this view. Zoom out, there we go. So things I want to keep an eye out on is the autopilots, the airspeed, and the lights on the runway, so I know if I'm like too high or too low. At the moment it's a bit too low for the glide slope, but eventually that will level off. Right, I think one of them is now white, so I am on course for that. I don't know how much that moves I've got the autopilot ILS system control. Go down to this up, so go down to 500 feet, about 500 feet a minute. Whoops, 500 a minute. Yeah, 3 whites, and I want to descend a little bit more than that, I actually want to say. So down to 1,000 minutes. The moment the reds come back on, we will out 1 more flaps, and minimise the throttle, because I think I'm a bit too fast for second flaps. That was slightly lucky for me there. Right, so yeah, still 2 whites, or 3 whites even. 3 whites, 1 red. The moment that goes back to, there we go. Let's go back to 500 feet a minute. And that should keep us on the glide slope. Gotta concentrate now, that's too much. Gotta concentrate now, this is gonna be a pretty big landing for me. I could potentially go around if it gets a bit too bad, but as of right now, this is quite a good approach. Height is a bit off, but I can easily be solved. Let's fly level a bit. A bit more throttle in. I'm not sure what colour they're all now. I think they're all red, to be honest. Yeah, all red. I'm too low now, so I'm going to have to stop descending until one or two of them go white again. They go one white. In reality, I'd probably adjust my seat a bit higher, but this will do for me for now. It's one white. Eventually we'll get two whites. There we go, two whites. So we will start descending again. 500 feet a minute. Airspeed, I'm going to raise the throttle a bit more. You probably want to keep it like this for the rest of the flight, but I just want to get down soon. 4 reds, yeah, we're still too low, but right. Autopilot off then. Let's just take this one manually. The approach wasn't too bad, I'm a bit too high than I would have liked. So idle throttle, and just come back down again. The actual approach path wasn't too bad, but a bit too high for my liking. Finger on the brakes, finger on the speed brakes. Alright, I missed the touchdown zone, but it's going to be a heavy landing, I don't mind. Alright, speed brakes armed, normal brakes out, crosswind landing, we've pushed off the runway. Noise ground handoff, and we're down. Could have been a better landing, I will be honest, but bearing in mind the conditions we had, it's better than nothing. So request taxi to parking, and still plan arrival in 5 minutes. Yeah, fair enough, 5 minutes wasn't needed in the end. Taxiway Charlie, 13 Charlie Alpha. Right, so it's next turn here. Turn off the ILS, turn these two off. Wish I did a better landing there, but despite being set for a good landing, I guess that's kind of what you expect. A few static aircraft parked here. And it looks like we're going near that hangar. I know for a fact you can't actually enter the hangar in this airport, despite it being here, and the path sometimes tends to go into it, but yeah, if it does tell us to go into the hangar, then we'll just park outside of it. Don't know why, but despite the fact of being there, you can't actually use it, which is slightly annoying, I will be honest. Would have been a nice feature to like enter the hangar, but FS passengers, because it turns on all the crash mode and all that kind of stuff on, it believes you crash into the hangar when you don't. And yeah, telling us to go inside the hangar, so what I'll do is I'll turn around here, and I'll just stop in front of it. Likewise, could I potentially park here? Go on then, they told us just to go to general aviation parking. Bearing in mind I've got a few passengers on board, I'm going to take them out to here. There we go. Turn that off. Other than that, thank you passengers for flying. So seatbelt sign off, open the door, and turn the aircraft off. Well done, that was a fairly eventful flight, thanks to the, when am I getting off? There we go. So yeah, passengers are now onboarding, deboarding, onboarding, same thing. Oh, a few people are actually waiting for us, probably friends of the people flying. Yep, thank you for flying, actually do flaps up as well whilst we're at it. And seat brakes off, probably shouldn't just I left the runway, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, 5 seconds before they're both off. Let's have a look at the flight analysis. Right, so 40-minute flights, real time 36. Sessional flights, relief to have safely landed after the weather. 89% plus 1 increase. So yeah, we're almost at 90% reputation. That should help the company out quite a bit. And 330 points, nice landing, no problems, landed at scheduled airport and during approach for satisfied passengers. If I quickly look back, so yeah, we made £2,204 out of 44 in real life. How's the landing? Landing touchdown, 267, nice, and 2 degrees. Not the best angle, but you can't really blame me the crosswind landing. But yeah, as a whole, that was a pretty successful flight. So not sure where we'll go to next week. I think we'll go to like some of the islands of Sicily. That'd be quite a nice destination to go to next, to the southwest. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Do like and subscribe if you did. Do share onto social media. And well, I hope I guys see you next time. Goodbye.